concepts in rural sociology includes socialization, social system, social stratification, social institutions, social interaction, culture, value and beliefs, and social control. So we'll see this one by one in detail. First is socialization. It is a process by which an individual is conducted into one's social and cultural world. ना सोशलाइजेशन मतलब क्या, एक इंडिविजुअल अपने सोशल और कल्चरल वर्ल्ड में कैसे बिहेव करता है, कैसे अपना कंडक्ट करता है, उसे हम सोशलाइजेशन प्रोसेस कहते हैं. इट इज अ प्रोसेस ऑफ लर्निंग विच स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम द बर्थ ऑफ द इंडिविजुअल. ये प्रोसेस स्टार्ट होता है. द सोसाइटी राइट फ्रॉम द मदर home it that teaches the individual the rules and regulations of the society in which individual is the member. हर एक इंडिविजुअल को वो किस सोसाइटी को बिलोंग करता है, उस सोसाइटी के रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस राइट फ्रॉम हिज बर्थ उसके माँ उसके घर के लोग वो सिखाने चालू करते हैं. तो इट इज अ प्रोसेस विच स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम द बर्थ. सोशलाइजेशन प्रोसेस इन्वॉल्व्स द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ पर्सनैलिटी, एटीट्यूड्स, हैबिट्स एंड एक्सपेक्टेड सोशल रोल्स. उनकी इंडिविजुअल पर्सनालिटी के बारे में, एटीट्यूड्स, उसके हैबिट्स और उसका सोशल, उस इंडिविजुअल का सोशल रोल क्या है उसके बारे में डेवलप करना है. ये सारी चीजें सोशलाइजेशन प्रोसेस में इंक्लूड होते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज द सोशल सिस्टम. इट इज डिफाइंड एज द सेट ऑफ इंटररिलेटेड यूनिट्स दैट आर एंगेज्ड इन जॉइंट प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग टू अकम्प्लिश अ कॉमन गोल. यहाँ पे अलग अलग सेट ऑफ इंटररिलेटेड यूनिट्स होते हैं जो एक जॉइंट प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने की ओर एंगेज रहते हैं और दे आर डीलिंग विद द अटेनमेंट ऑफ कॉमन गोल. एक कॉमन गोल अचीव करने में होता है. द मेंबर्स ऑफ द यूनिट ऑफ सोशल सिस्टम्स मे बी द इंडिविजुअल्स, इनफॉर्मल ग्रुप्स, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन and also the subsystem. So these all can be the members of social system. Next we have the social stratification. It refers to arrangement of individuals or the groups of people into hierarchically arranged strata in a community. The whole community जो होती है, सोसाइटी जो होती है, वो अलग अलग क्राइटेरिया पे एक एक ग्रुप में डिवाइड किया जाता है. Those groups are called as strata. They will be hierarchically arranged and each strata has क्या उसके अलग क्वालिटीज रहते हैं. सो दिस इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ सोशल स्ट्रैटिफिकेशन, जहाँ पे इंडिविजुअल या ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल को एक इंडिविजुअल स्ट्रैटा में डिवाइड किया जाता है ना. कम्युनिटी में अपीयर होमोजीनियस लाइक अर्बन और रूरल, बट देयर में बी इंटरनल इनइक्वालिटीज, डिविजन्स एंड डिस्टिंक्शंस. टू अपीयर एक कम्युनिटी, अर्बन कम्युनिटी कह के एक इंडिविजुअल होमोजीनियस रहते हैं जहाँ पे कोई डिस्टिंक्शन, बट इंटरनली उनमें इनइक्वालिटीज, डिविजन्स या डिस्टिंक्शंस होते हैं. Now these distinctions may be patterned and stabilized with unequal distribution of privileges, power and status position. जो भी ये distinctions होते हैं, inequalities होते हैं, internal inequalities, उसमें के वो कैसे ग्रुप में डिवाइड किए बेस्ड ऑन द पावर, स्टेटस, पोजीशन, और उसके हिसाब से उनमें अनइक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ पावर रहते हैं. Now these determinants of status we can say first is the wealth. It is the quantity and quality, that is income and standard of living will determine the class, that is high income class, middle class, low income class. Then ancestry, that is their nationality, ethnic background, length of residence in the area, family reputation. like example जो राजा महाराजा के फैमिली होते हैं तो उन्हें रॉयल फैमिली कहा जाता है. तो this is also one of the factor that is dividing into stratas. Then functional utility of individual, his education, occupation, skill, for example doctor, teacher, these are the different criteria. Then next is the religion, that is the kind and degree of religion followed by individual or the group. Then biological characteristics like male, female, age. So these all are the determinants of status. Next we have the caste system and class system. This also determines the basic form of social stratification. Now social class, it is defined as unorganized group of people who become members by birth or by later entry into the group, who treat each other as approximate equals. ये social class क्या है? वो एक unorganized group है जहाँ पे either by birth और उनकी इच्छा से later वो they can be the part of that group, and where each member in the group को equal माना जाता है. So this is the social class. It is the open class system, democratic in nature, and there is mobility both up and down डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द सोशो इकोनॉमिक स्टेटस. सोशल क्लास में अप एंड डाउन मूवमेंट होती है, सोशल मोबिलिटी रहती है. और ओपन क्लास, आज हम हाई क्लास में है तो कल वो डाउन क्लास जाता है, अगर डाउन क्लास में है तो वो हाई क्लास में जा सकता है, दैट इज द सोशल मोबिलिटी. बट इन कास्ट सिस्टम it is a social class whose membership is determined solely by the birth. उस इंडिविजुअल का बर्थ जिस कास्ट सिस्टम में हुआ है उसी कास्ट सिस्टम पे उसकी मेंबरशिप डिपेंड होती है. एंड देयर इज नो वर्टिकल सोशल मोबिलिटी. इट इज वंस ही इज उसका जन्म उस कास्ट में हुआ था, उसका कास्ट हुए थे. देयर इज नो मोबिलिटी बिटवीन द कास्ट एंड इट इज द क्लोज क्लास सिस्टम which clearly demark the status and role of its member. Next, we have the social interaction. It refers to dynamic interplay of forces in which contact between persons and groups result in the modification of attitudes and behavior of the participants. हर एक इंडिविजुअल या ग्रुप ऑफ पर्सन एक दूसरे के साथ कैसे इंटरेक्शन करते हैं, उनका बिहेवियर एक दूसरे के साथ कैसे है, उनका एटीट्यूड कैसे है, दिस डिटरमाइंस द सोशल इंटरेक्शन. द इंटरेक्शन प्रोसेस कैन बी क्लासिफाइड बेस्ड ऑन द cooperation and oppositional nature. Now there are different types of social interaction. First is the cooperative interaction, जहाँ पे working together towards the common objective and goals, जहाँ पे लोग इकट्ठा काम करते हैं to achieve the common goals. It may be informal in case of family, neighborhood, and formal in types of organization. Informal and formal दोनों टाइप के cooperative interaction है. Informal जहाँ पे family, neighborhood में, लीगल में ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, सोसाइटी, ऑफिसेस, वहां पे लीगल, फॉर्मल लीगल टाइप होता है. नेक्स्ट इज द accommodative interaction. It is accepting each other's views and developing common understanding with compromises and tolerance. यहाँ पे हर एक इंडिविजुअल के बारे में उसके व्यूज, उसके कॉमन डेवलपिंग अंडरस्टैंडिंग डेवलप करना इंडिविजुअल्स में, और जहाँ पे कॉम्प्रोमाइजेस एंड टॉलरेंस होता है. इट इज अ प्रोसेस ऑफ गेटिंग अलोंग डिस्पाइट ऑफ डिफरेंसेस. इंडिविजुअल डिफरेंसेस होने के बावजूद इकट्ठा काम करना, उसे हम अकोमोडेटिव इंटरेक्शन कहते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज द एसिमिलेटिव इंटरेक्शन. इट इज फ्यूजिंग एंड ब्लेंडिंग ऑफ डाइवर्जेंट कल्चरल ग्रुप, thereby cultural differences disappear. डिफरेंट कल्चर्स के लोग इकट्ठा आते हैं, वो सारे कल्चरल्स उनके मिक्स होते हैं, जहाँ पे कल्चरल इंडिफरेंसेस जो है वो डिसअपियर होते हैं. द कंसेप्ट ऑफ अकोमोडेटिव इंटरेक्शन एंड एसिमिलेटिव इंटरेक्शन is the concept of acculturation, which is referred as changes in culture that result from continued contact between two cultures. Then modern transport, communication, development program facilitate the process of acculturation and assimilation. So this is about the social interaction. Then another interaction we have there, competitive interaction. यहाँ पे in which persons and group compete with each other to reach the गोल. दैट इज जहाँ पे एक गोल अचीव करने के लिए दो ग्रुप्स या दो पर्सन्स में जब कंपटीशन होता है तो उसे हम कॉम्पिटिटिव इंटरेक्शन कहते हैं. नाउ टू मच कंपटीशन लीड्स टू जनरेशन ऑफ टेंशन एंड फीलिंग ऑफ इनसिक्योरिटी. अनदर कंपटीशन में लीड टू मोटिवेशन ऑफ एक्सीलेंस एंड अचीवमेंट ऑफ गोल्स. इट हैज बोथ पॉजिटिव एंड नेगेटिव एस्पेक्ट. अगर बहुत ज्यादा कंपटीशन हुआ तो टेंशन क्रिएट होता है, और कंपटीशन का पॉजिटिव साइड ये है कि उससे एक मोटिवेशन मिलता है, गोल्स अचीव करने के लिए एक मोटिवेशन मिलता है. देन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट इंटरेक्शन. इट इज द स्ट्रगल इन विच कॉम्पिटेंट पार्टीज अटेम्प्ट टू रीच द गोल, ट्राई टू एलिमिनेट और एबॉलिश. जो अगर दो ग्रुप से एक कॉमन गोल अचीव करने के लिए ट्राई कर रहे हैं, बट दूसरे ग्रुप को वो एलिमिनेट या उन्हें उस कॉम्पिटिशन से बाहर निकालने की कोशिश है, तो उसे हम कॉन्फ्लिक्ट इंटरेक्शन कहते हैं. नेक्स्ट वी हैव द सोशल इंस्टीट्यूशन. Now it is the organized system of social relationship which represents certain common values and procedure and meets certain basic needs of the society. Now social institution में वो organized system है of social relationship, जहाँ पे common values, procedures और basic needs of society को fulfill किया जाता है. They are culturally approved patterns of behavior including prescribed roles and procedures and are grouped to satisfy some basic social needs. They have continued long enough to be considered as permanent institutions. Now, basic social institutions are family, religion, government, economy, education. These are the basic social institutions found in the society. So, first one is the family. It performs the function of procreation, upbringing, and socialization. It provides economic and social security to the family members. जो भी family members है, economic और social security, and it is the basic unit of society. The members perform different roles in decision making, participation in physical activities relating to earning and होम मेकिंग. हर एक इंडिविजुअल मेंबर जो फैमिली का होता है उसके हर एक उनके रोल होते हैं. Now next is the religion. Now religion constitute a set of beliefs regarding the ultimate power in the universe, the ideal and proper pattern of behavior and ceremonial ways of expressing their beliefs. Religion है वो ultimate power of universe जो है उनके बारे में set of beliefs. Some believes in the idol worship, some they won't believe in the idol worship. So based on the their beliefs, the ceremonial ways, their pattern of behavior is decided. It provides foundation for mores and sanction of taboos in certain societies. What is meant by mores and taboos we'll see in the later part. But जो भी rules and regulations रहते हैं हर एक religion का, उसका हर एक उस family का वो foundation religion होता है. Now it provides the means of strength and determination of to withstand the crisis and ups and downs in the life. जो हर एक इंडिविजुअल को एक मोटिवेशन या उनको एक स्ट्रेंथ मिलती है वो अपने बिलीफ से मिलती है. बिलीफ ऑन द अल्टीमेट पावर. The next is the government. It is the political institution. It administers the regulatory functions of law and order and maintains the security in the society. एक political institution. It molds the behavior of the society in the form of governing, rules and regulations, government laws के थ्रू वो सोसाइटी का बिहेवियर मोल्ड करते हैं. इट प्लान्स एंड एग्जीक्यूट डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम्स फॉर द वेलफेयर ऑफ पीपल एंड सीक्स द पार्टिसिपेशन ऑफ पीपल इन implementation of programs. Next we have the economy. Economy, it provides the basic physical subsistence of the society by meeting the need of food, shelter, clothing and other necessary supplies and services. It promotes and strengthens the economic institutions like agriculture, industry, marketing. So this is the function of economy. Next is the education. It socializes the individual right from family to formal education institutions. एक इंडिविजुअल को एक राइट ह्यूमन बीइंग, एक गुड ह्यूमन बीइंग बनाने में जो प्रोसेस होता है वो एजुकेशन. इट स्टार्ट्स राइट फ्रॉम द फैमिली, दैट इज इनफॉर्मल टू फॉर्मल. इट डेवलप्स नॉलेज, स्किल एंड एटीट्यूड्स ऑफ द इंडिविजुअल, दैट इज KS, knowledge, attitude and skill of the individual, and molds them into the component member of the society. It tremendously influences the behavior of the individual by widening the scope of receptive ideas. इंडिविजुअल डेवलपमेंट में उसे नॉलेज, एटीट्यूड और स्किल इंडिविजुअल की डेवलप करने में एजुकेशन बहुत बड़ा रोल प्ले करता है. नेक्स्ट इज द कल्चर. इट इज अ कॉम्प्लेक्स होल ऑफ नॉलेज, बिलीफ, आर्ट, मॉरल्स, लॉज, customs and other capabilities and habits acquired by the people as the member of the society. एक member of society उसकी knowledge, उसके beliefs, उसके morals, customs, this all is the form of culture. It is a social heritage inclusive of material and non-material aspect, that is house, food, clothing, tools, equipments, other material items, other material aspect, while family, group, caste group, education, political organization, government, economic system, religion, these are the non-material aspects of the culture. Then let us see the characteristics of culture. First is culture is learned through process of socialization, communication and training. Culture is transmitted from generation to generation and it is learned from parents through children. Generation to generation culture pass hota hai. And culture is the universal and unique, that is there is culture everywhere, but every society has its own culture. So culture is universal, but every society has a unique culture. Now culture is static as well as dynamic. It has permanence, but at the same time it changes over the years. So we can say हर एक permanence रहता है culture में, but as the time development होती है तो cultural facts भी change होते हैं. So we say culture is static as well as dynamic. Then culture is integrative, that is different aspects of culture may pull in different directions. Still there is consistency and integration so that society is held together. Then culture builds conformity, the pattern of behavior in a culture and considered as ideal towards which people are expected to strive. Culture is relative, that is there is nothing good culture or bad culture. It is interpreted according the person or the society's own experience. कोई culture बुरा या अच्छा नहीं होता, depending on the person's and society's own experience, it is interpreted. Then culture is diverse, that is culture varies from country to country, area to area. Ecological diversity is also important source of culture differences. So this is the different characteristics of culture. Then we have implications of culture. One is ethnocentrism, that is tendency to consider their own culture is high value and superior to all others. This exists world, हर एक इंडिविजुअल को उसका कल्चर हाई वैल्यू लगता है, तो उसे हम क्या कहते हैं, एथनोसेंट्रिज्म. नाउ कल्चरल चेंज, द कल्चर चेंज इज बेस्ड ऑन टू फैक्टर्स. वन इज इंटरनल एंड एक्सटर्नल. Internal, that is discovery and invention within the culture, and external is diffusion and borrowing from outside the society. So these are the two factors which leads to change in culture. Next is a cultural lag. Some part of culture of the people change at faster rate than the other parts. So society में थोड़े लोग बहुत fast culture change करते हैं than the other parts. So this is the called as cultural lag. Then traditional culture is the foundation of indigenous knowledge and technology system. Then there are different elements of culture. First is the custom. Customs are the socially approved ways of acting. So customs are accepted ways in which people do things together. They are socially prescribed form of behavior transmitted by tradition and enforced by the social disapproval of its violation. Customs may be defined as habitual form of meeting people, training the young, supporting the aged, etc. These are the some of the customs of the society. Our acting, dressing, worship, these all are controlled by the custom, and we agree most of the customs of the group which we belong. जिस group में हम belong करते हैं उसका culture हम believe करते, we agree करते हैं, और हमारे behavior, हमारे dressing, worship, acting, these all are controlled by the customs. Next we have the norms. All society have some norms. Norms matlab rules which specify appropriate and inappropriate behavior. An individual is rewarded or punished as he conforms or deviate from the rules. इस rules को follow नहीं किया तो उन्हें punishment मिलता है, अगर follow किया तो उन्हें reward मिलता है. So norms are the general rules that governs or regulate the social action. Norms are the blueprint of the behavior. हर एक individual को कैसे behave करना चाहिए वो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस हर एक सोसाइटी के होते हैं, उसे हम नॉर्म्स कहते हैं. थर्ड इज द फोकवेज. दीज आर द एक्सपेक्टेड फॉर्म ऑफ बिहेवियर एंड आर नॉट रिजिडली एनफोर्स्ड. जो भी एक इंडिविजुअल से एक्सपेक्टेड बिहेवियर क्या है उसे हम फोकवे कहते हैं. दीज आर नॉट रिजिडली एनफोर्स्ड लाइक नॉर्म्स. नॉर्म्स जो होते हैं अगर उन्हें फॉलो नहीं किया तो पनिशमेंट मिलता है, ऐसे फोकवेज में रिजिडली एनफोर्स्ड नहीं रहते. दीज आर द स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ बिहेवियर दैट आर सोशली अप्रूव्ड बट नॉट morally significant. Breaking of folkways does not cause a serious, it is not considered serious. Folkways are right ways to do things because they are expected ways. Everyday behavior is also the example of folkways. Now example for folkways are good manners, entering home only after removal of shoe, lady touching the feet of her mother-in-law, Rajput wearing turban. These are the various example of folkways. Next we have the mores. Mores may be defined as those customs which are held to be essential to ethical or moral values of people. Mores are socially acceptable ways of behavior that do not involve moral standard, that is regulation, and violation of more may result in severe social action or sanctions such as exclusion of individual from family, village. So these are more if someone does not follow the mores, that is those customs जो बहुत ethical और essential है people के लिए, अगर वो follow नहीं किया तो उन्हें उस society, उस religion से या उसमें individual को उस family से या village से उन्हें exclude किया जाता है. So this is the more. Now society exerts pressure on to confirm the regular pattern, and it not followed, individual gets penalty from the society. Example for mores are honesty is one of the recognized mores in the society. Then saluting national flag, standing during playing of national anthem, monogamy, that is having one wife or husband or woman and children first in the event of crisis. So these are the different example of mores. Next we have the taboos. Generally the term more is used for positive action or the things that the individual has to do it, and whereas taboo is the negative action, that is things one should not do, that is called the taboo. This is the difference between the more and taboo. The other word for taboo are the restrictions communicated through verbal don'ts and are unwritten laws of the society. जो एक इंडिविजुअल को जो चीजें सोसाइटी में करनी चाहिए उसे हम मोर कहते हैं, और नेगेटिव डोंट्स जो होते हैं, डूज को हम मोर कहते हैं, डोंट्स को हम टैबू कहते हैं. Now it refers to prohibition of types of behavior because some magical supernatural power or religious sign, that is it is a because of some supernatural power or religious sanction, those prohibitions for an individual, these are referred as taboos. Now example are total abstinence of eating of beef in Hindu family or eating a pork in Muslim family. These are the different examples of taboo. Next we have the cultural laws. These are the consciously and deliberately formulated behavior patterns. Men are aware of having created them and certainty of having quantified them. There are rational and practice in the character. Norms are the written that are official. Cultural laws है, हर एक culture का एक law होता है. Rules and regulation, unwritten rules and regulation हमें cultural law कहते हैं, और जो norms होते हैं वो officially written होते हैं. That is driving while drunk, that is the official norm. No drink and drive. So this is the cultural laws. Next we have the beliefs. Beliefs are the fixed idea in the mind and we tend to hold them true. They are the facts but not always scientifically true. जो हर एक इंडिविजुअल के फिक्स्ड आइडियाज उसके माइंड में रहते हैं और उसके वो ट्रू होल्ड करता है, बट समटाइम्स दे आर नॉट साइंटिफिकली, बट येट दे आर पास फ्रॉम जनरेशन टू जनरेशन. Beliefs are strong faith over the non-scientific facts. Now belief system is the view of individual and the group about the world which he lives. एक वो जिस सोसाइटी में रहता है, उस दुनिया में, उस सोसाइटी के बारे में उसका व्यू क्या है, उसे हम बिलीफ सिस्टम कहते हैं. नेक्स्ट वी हैव द रिचुअल्स. Rituals is the prescribed form of behavior for certain occasions and certain actions are designated in the prescribed manner. certain occasion में behavior, individual behavior जो होता है उसे हम ritual कहते हैं. Ritual में defined as pattern of behavior or ceremony which has become the customary way by dealing certain situations. Example rituals में हम ceremony या festival celebration, उसके जो रूल फेस्टिवल में उसके रूल्स होते हैं तो उसे हम रिचुअल्स कहते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज द ट्रेडिशंस. Traditions are the uniform sanctioned habits of thought followed in the society. That is, for example, cow is the auspicious animal. That is, it is treated as god in the Hindu religion. So this is the tradition. Next, we have the conventions. These are the customs regulating more significant social behavior. Parents generally do not care to leave such learning to chance. Parents instruct their children the convention through often and cannot explain why child must conform. Example of convention are being polite to others, wearing clothes in public, engagement practices. So convention जो एक family अपने next generation को behavior, morals पढ़ाती है, behavior in society, वो सारी चीजें वो सारे conventions में आते हैं. Then next we have the value and beliefs. Values refers to that people consider as valuable and desirable. What people consider valuable and desirable. It is defined as the expressions of preferences. Values are learned and tend to be linked together ambiguously to form patterns. It varies from culture to culture in accordance with the relative worth given to them by each culture. Now, constant in change of values, first is familism, that is subordination of individual goals to family. Then fatalism, that is value for the fate, then in spite of individual abilities. These are the constant in the changes in value. अगर किसी को value change करना है तो constant कौन से? First तो familism, that is individual जिस family में believe होता है. Fatalism, that is believe in the fate, then the individual ability. Then conservation, that is emphasis on the past to preserve and continue it, are the many times constant in the changing the values. And beliefs are closely related to values, that is they are the mental convictions one has about the truth of something. they can be referred as to what people believe as true. ना पीपल जो उनके माइंडसेट में रहता है उस किसी बारे में, थॉट के बारे में, वो उसी को सच मानने जाते हैं, तब वो उस वक्त वैल्यूज चेंज करने में बहुत कंस्ट्रेंट आते हैं या डिफिकल्टी आती है. नेक्स्ट इज द सोशल कंट्रोल. Social control is the pattern of influence the societies exert on individual and the group to maintain the order and establish the rules in the society. एक पैटर्न सोसाइटी में रूल्स एस्टेब्लिश करने के लिए, एक इन्फ्लुएंस करने के लिए जो पैटर्न डेवलप किया जाता है उसे सोशल कंट्रोल, जो सोसाइटी में डिजायर्ड वैल्यू मेंटेन करने के लिए हेल्प करता है ना. एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ सोशल कंट्रोल फर्स्ट इज द फोकवेज, वी हैव सीन अर्लियर बिफोर. That is behavior, informal ways of behavior based on habits and traditions. Mores, that is what we is expected to do. Taboos, what we are not expected to do. Then rituals, these are the pattern behavior. Norms, laws, these are the different means of social control where individuals and groups are controlled to maintain the rule and order in the society. Then social roles. Each person has expected to behave in according to with the socially prescribed pattern of behavior that relate to individual social position and society with he lives. उस सोसाइटी में उसका क्या रोल है उसे हम बेस्ड ऑन हिज पोजीशन, उसे बेस्ड ऑन हिज बिहेवियर उसे फिक्स्ड रोल दिया जाता है. Then there are two types of role. One is ascribed role and achieved role. Ascribed role is role assigned by the culture and the society to the individual. Example, head of the family. This is the role given by the culture of the society to an individual. Achieved role is the role which is earned or achieved by an individual through his efforts and competition. That is, example, elected leaders. This is the example of achieved.